Welcome to School Center version 10. When you access the School Center web server, you will see sites that you have access to within the server located under Site Access. I have one teacher site called Engen, Kirby that I have access to. On the left-hand side, you will see a clock panel that is open. You can minimize the clock panel. The next panel is My Account. Maximize the My Account panel. This is where you can change your password under Edit My Account Settings. Simply put in a new password, enter it again to confirm, and push Done. To begin working on your website, click the site that you have access to. Usually, a new account will be located within our Sandbox temporary school account area. This allows you to work on your site in private until you're ready to go live with the public. We usually start you off with a home page and a comments and questions page. The comments and questions page has already been set up with your email address to direct the data to your email account. We protect it with a signature verification. Requires the user to type in letters that are contained within a graphic. This allows us to keep spammers out of the accounts. We also have a profanity filter running. Your home page is currently under construction and ready for you to work on. We're on the School Center web server. You will notice there is a blue School Center bar located at the top of the browser. It has a sitemap, edit, and help option, and on the right hand side, your name with a drop-down menu gives you direct access to specific things that you can do on the server. You can go back to your start page quickly by using the start page option, which would allow you to go back, if you've been looking at other pages, to your site. Also, log off is located on the bottom of the menu, which will log you off the server quickly. You can also close the browser window to log off. To begin working on your main page, you can go up to the School Center toolbar and click Edit. Edit functions will now appear below the Edit menu. Do not have any boxes or content on your home page. It's a good idea to start looking at the page settings for this individual page. Click the Page Settings button. Within the page settings for your home page, you can change the site title, URL redirect, or subdirectory name. Also, to turn on your hit counter. If you turn on your hit counter, you will be able to see how many people have visited the page that you are on. You can also prime that counter back to 0 if you would like at the beginning of each school year, as an example. The subdirectory allows you to have a shorter name within our Fargo Public School website address. As an example, the Fargo address of www.fargo.k12.nd.us/ can then contain your subdirectory name. So if you choose to use art or your last name or business education, that would be your new subdirectory name after our Fargo address. For this example, I will use the word training. If someone else in the district is using that subdirectory name, you will be notified as soon as you push Done on this dialog window. The page title option is what will show up on the left-hand navigation of your site. Home is the default name for the home page, so I'll just leave Home. Under the Details tab of the page settings for your home page, you can deny public access to your site if you'd like to turn it off temporarily, work on it, and the public will not be able to access it. Under Layouts, you will notice that this is a scrapbook style layout versus newsletter. The scrapbook style layout will simply give you box after box after box to work in a vertical fashion. The newsletter style will allow you to have multiple columns of boxes and different heights to those boxes, and also a title bar at the top of each box. To begin with, we will leave the scrapbook style as the default layout and push Done. You will now notice that when you're in edit mode, you see the prime number and the real counter. So from the day your account was created, you will also always know how many people have visited the site, And then you have your prime counter whenever you want to prime it back to 0. When you push the preview option under the edit toolbar, you will see the site the way the public sees it. They simply see the primed counter. Go back to edit mode and you're ready to add your first box to this site. So we'll click New Content Box. The new content box is ready for you to add text, or if you hover over the box and look at the little toolbar on the right hand side, add images, attach documents, copy this box so you can paste it into other boxes on your site, or delete the box. To begin working on this box, we'll simply click on the box. When you click in a content box to edit, you will notice the rest of your site is grayed out around the box, indicating that you're working within that box. You will also notice that the edit toolbar has now changed to give you editing options for that box. At the end of that row is a More button. If you click the More button, you will see a second row of more advanced options to use within that box. We're now ready to add the text to the box. Since I am a business education teacher, I will write "Welcome to Business Education." You now have the option to highlight the text, go up to your editing toolbar, bold. You can drop down the justification menu, choose center. You can drop down the font family option, choose a font. I'll choose Verdana. Choose a font size. The largest font you can use in HTML is 7 for an HTML code number. The point system is given to the right, so if you're used to using Verdana size 24 in Word, this would be the equivalent. You also have the option to change the color of the text, the background of this box color, set hyperlinks, add graphics to this box, attach documents to the box, add movies to the box or media options, or insert tables within the box. We are now done working with our first box, so I will choose Save in the top right corner of the box, and we'll be inserted back on our page. The editing gray area has disappeared, and you've added your first box. To add another content box, we'll simply click New Content Box again. This time we'll choose to add a graphic to the box. So we'll hover over the box, choose the Add Image option. You can choose images from the School Center gallery of over 7,000 clip art objects, or you can browse your own directory and add images that you have. You can also add Flash videos or regular videos that will convert to Flash automatically within the box. For this demonstration, I will upload a picture of myself that I have located on my desktop. You can click the Browse to locate the graphic. It can be within your H drive or on your desktop or wherever you store your images. I have a picture of myself that I will select and push Open. Once I've set that path, I can push Upload File. If the picture is small enough to fit in the viewing area, it will show you the actual size of the graphic. This one is 320 by 400. For this instance, I'd like to decrease the size of my picture for the box about 50%, so I'll just click 50% on the size bar. I do get a message that says resizing must be done before cropping to function properly. Are you sure you want to resize? That'll be okay. This is the new size of my image. You also have the ability to work with effects of this image right within School Center, such as brightness and rotation of the image. There is a cropping tab, so you can crop within the program. There's a thumbnail option, so if you'd like to set a thumbnail of the picture and they click on it and then see the full size of the picture, you can. And there's a frames option as well for the picture to put a frame around the image automatically. I'm done editing the image, so I'll push Done. By default, the image is going to appear in the center top portion of the box. To work on the location or resizing of the image, simply go back up to the Image Options button once the image has been added to the box, and notice now that you have a drop-down menu to edit the image, the location, replace the image, delete the image, add an alt tag, or add a link to the image, so your users could actually click on the picture and go to a different website. I'll edit the image location, and you will see a graphical representation of where you can have that image in relation to text that you'd like to place in the box. So I'd like to have the picture on the left and the text wrap around on the right. So I'll take the top corner option, save layout, and now I've moved my picture over and I'm ready to add text next to it. One example of text that you could add to this box would maybe be your schedule during the day. So I'll type my schedule, colon, enter. Notice an enter will be a full paragraph break because this is an HTML editor. If you'd like to have single spacing, you need to do a shift enter, which I will do after I type my first period here. So period 1, colon, I have prep. Now I'd like to do a single space, so I'll do shift enter, which is a line break, and I can do single spacing. Again, that is shift and the enter key. Period 2, I have yearbook. Shift enter. Period 3, I have computer apps 2, and I'll stop at that point. I can do any text editing if I want to right now, formatting. I can do any formatting before I leave the editor box. I'll simply bold the words my schedule for this example, push save, and I'm back on my page. Click the preview button on the edit toolbar to see the way this will look to the public. Now we will go back into the edit mode. Notice that we have two boxes. When we hover over the first box, we have the editing tools for that box. We hover over the next box, we have editing tools for that box. This is the way the School Center system is based on boxes, either scrapbook content boxes or newsletter content boxes. Now that we have more than one box on the page, notice up in your editing toolbar you have a sort option. To sort these boxes in a different order, simply click Sort Content Boxes. Each box will have a number so that you can sequence these in the order that you'd like. If I'd like to reverse these, I would type a 2 in this box, a 1 in this box, and push my sort option. And now I've reversed the 2. Since I do not like that, I will switch those back. Have this one second, this one first, push sort, and I've sorted my boxes back. Push the preview button, and you can now see the way your page is being laid out.